What happens when envy consumes a star, and the world finally forces her to pay the price? Aya Wilson spent months shadowing Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise, trying to tarnish every record, every accolade, every moment of triumph. She claimed the spotlight, the Nike deal, even the glory that belonged to Clark, all while publicly undermining the rookie sensation. But now, as Caitlin Clark steps onto the sacred floor of Team USA's elite training camp, surrounded by prodigies like Aaliyah Boston and Paige Buchers, Wilson is trapped on the outside, forced to watch a story she tried to rewrite unfold without her. The woman who once sought to dismantle the face of women's basketball is now learning the harshest lesson of all. Every attack has consequences. Team USA cut her loose. Before we dive deeper, tell me in the comments, was letting Wilson go the right move? Because in one swift decision, USA Basketball handed Caitlin Clark the keys to an entirely new era. Her invitation to Duke's legendary training ground is no mere roster spot. It's a coronation, a declaration that the future of Team USA Basketball is hers to command. When that call comes from Team USA, evaluation ends, anointment begins. The Duke roster reads like a dream draft of basketball's brightest young talents. Paige Buchers brings championship fire forged in college battles. Aaliyah Boston arrives hot off a dominant WNBA season with the Indiana Fever, ready to battle alongside Clark at the highest level. Angel Reese injects pure grit and rebounding ferocity. And Juju Watkins? She's the next wave, a talent on the brink of stardom. But here's the twist. Every single player here exists to elevate Caitlin Clark. Every drill, every scrimmage, every eye in the gym focuses on one mission: to amplify her game. Sue Bird's return isn't about nostalgia. It's a bridge between the legends of yesterday and the revolution of tomorrow. She understands pace, space, and the artistry of offense better than anyone, and she sees what the rest of the world is just starting to grasp. Clark isn't just dominant. She is the blueprint of the future. USA Basketball has reinvented its system, trading slow half-court grinding for a lightning-fast, spacing-driven assault. This is a team built to let one prodigy run the show, and that floor general is Caitlin Clark. Every transition drill, every pass pattern, every fast break exercise is tailored to her vision. She spent 2 years mastering it in the WNBA. Now she's taking it to the global stage. Coaches are already plotting the 2026 World Cup rotation with Clark in command. They aren't questioning her ability, they're strategizing how to bend the entire game around her impact. And make no mistake, no rookie has ever received this kind of runway. Clark will build chemistry, forge trust, and sculpt her team long before the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. Hundreds of practices, exhibition games that feel like battlefields, every moment spent shaping the team into a unit that wins gold. While newcomers usually wait, Clark steps in and commands. Leadership, skill, and marketability make her too critical to sit on the bench. She will earn minutes from day one, potentially a starting role as the game evolves around her. Meanwhile, Wilson sits at home, her envy now a prison. The woman who spent months trying to erode Clark's shine can only witness her rival ascend. Every plot, every calculated social media jab, every desperate attempt to claim parity has collapsed. The I Have a Shoe Too campaign revealed her deepest insecurities, a futile plea for attention in the shadow of Clark's record-breaking arenas and sold-out crowds. Fans saw through it instantly. Wilson wasn't celebrating herself. She was grasping at the fame naturally flowing to Clark. From questioning assists to downplaying rookie awards, Wilson publicly targeted every milestone. Every clap Clark earned, Wilson tried to turn into a debate. Every record she attempted to erode with skepticism. The Las Vegas star, once a symbol of dominance, now appears desperate, a cautionary tale of what happens when jealousy becomes your identity. When Caitlin Clark claimed Rookie of the Year, Wilson publicly questioned the legitimacy of the vote. When Clark's jersey shattered WNBA sales records, Wilson complained about unfair marketing. She couldn't let a single spotlight fall on Clark without inserting herself, a desperate shadow trying to steal a fraction of the shine. Wilson even went so far as to claim she commanded the same speaking fees as Clark at corporate events, a statement that insiders laughed at quietly, knowing the stark truth. Corporations were scrambling to book Clark, Fortune 500s paying top dollar to hear her speak. Wilson's calendar? Sparse, almost invisible. Not a single public announcement rivaled Clark's relentless schedule. Her "My Time is Coming" social media posts became the clearest attempt anyone had ever seen to ride Clark's coattails. And yet, timing is everything. Each post coincided with Clark breaking television ratings, selling out arenas, signing deals, and commanding attention that Wilson could only dream of. Fans saw right through it. Basketball insiders winced as Wilson's attacks grew more frequent, more desperate, more personal, targeting the very player who was drawing unprecedented audiences to women's basketball. Clark was changing the game, bringing new fans with every dunk, every three-pointer, every headline. Ratings soared. Merchandise exploded. And Wilson? She criticized the very person elevating the league's profile. Every jealous outburst only widened the chasm between Clark's stratospheric rise and Wilson's fading relevance. Clark graced magazine covers, Wilson tweeted grievances. Clark signed multimillion-dollar deals. Wilson questioned why opportunity hadn't magically arrived at her doorstep. And then came the most revealing moment. Wilson suggested that Clark's Time Magazine Athlete of the Year award was influenced by race rather than merit. It wasn't just envy anymore. It was a reckless, divisive attempt to rewrite the narrative, to steal the glory she couldn't earn. She couldn't celebrate women's basketball without making it about herself. As sponsors flocked to Clark, Wilson complained about bias. As arenas filled to historic capacity for Clark's games, Wilson questioned the authenticity of the fans. Her actions weren't just petty, they actively undermined the sport she once represented. Every attack chipped away at Wilson's credibility. From respected veteran to cautionary tale, she became the player who couldn't handle another athlete's success. And that jealousy laid the groundwork for USA Basketball to act. The decision was clear: move forward without her, build around the player she spent months trying to dismantle. Sometimes a single business deal exposes the hierarchy of an entire sport. When Nike handed Caitlin Clark an 8-year, $28 million contract, shockwaves rippled through the WNBA. Clark had moved leagues ahead in marketability and global appeal. Wilson's reaction? Not congratulations. Complaints about her own delayed sneaker launch, passive-aggressive posts about patience and timing. Every word revealed her frustration. A rookie had claimed the prize she had chased for years. Clark's success wasn't just a win for her. It was a declaration that the future of women's basketball belonged to her generation. Clark's Kobe-branded sneaker sold out in minutes, across every retailer. Wilson's Nike release barely registered. Fans waited online for Clark's drop. Social media campaigns failed. Business ambitions crumbled. While Clark prepared to dominate Team USA camp alongside rising stars like Aaliyah Boston and Paige Buchers, Wilson was left outside, a spectator to a future she had tried to hijack. The 2026 World Cup and 2028 Olympics belong to Clark's generation. Wilson will not be a part of that story. Team USA made its choice, and history will remember whose legacy was